It's time now for a look at latest in local news. In the news, the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce hosting its annual Eggs and Issues breakfast this morning at Coastal Pines Technical College. Our local delegation will be in attendance this morning to give their thoughts on what to expect during the upcoming legislative session in Atlanta. Guest speakers this morning will be State Senator Blake Tillery, along with State Representatives Stephen Meeks and Buddy DeLoach. WIFO will be on hand. We'll bring you their comments on Fridays and next week's newscast. Again, this is an annual event hosted by the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce. Once again, it's a preview of the upcoming session in Atlanta. After the session is over, the Chamber will host a post-legislative luncheon, and the local delegation will be back in time to recap the session. Once again, all that taking place this morning, Eggs and Issues from 8 to 10 a.m. at Coastal Pines Technical College. Sheriff Chuck Mosley of the Wayne County Sheriff's Department, Chief Chris Hamilton of the Jesup PD, announced that on January 3rd, the Jesup Wayne Tactical Narcotics Team, assisted by the Long County Special Response Team, Wayne County Sheriff's Office, and Jesup Police Department, all served a search warrant at 4 a.m. in the morning at 1201 South 1st Street at the Briarwood Apartments. During the search, Raheem Merritt and Domina Fulmore were both arrested and on outstanding felony warrants will face multiple additional charges. Charges include but are not limited to trafficking Schedule II fentanyl, possession of methamphetamine with intent to distribute, theft by receiving stolen property, possession of marijuana with intent to distribute, possession of drug-related objects, possession of firearm by a convicted felon, and possession of firearm during the commission of a crime. They said it's an ongoing active investigation, and they asked if anyone has any information pertaining to this case or any illegal drug or criminal activity to simply contact the Sheriff's Department at 912-427-5970 or the Jesup PD at 912-427-1300. Funeral services for the 39th President of the United States, Jimmy Carter, set for this morning in Washington, D.C. Gets underway at 10 a.m. And after the Washington service, Carter's remains and his family will depart the cathedral for departure from Andrews Air Force Base back to Georgia at Lawson Army Airfield at Fort Moore, Georgia. Then a motorcade from there to Plains, Georgia for a private funeral at Carter's Baptist Church in Plains, Georgia. That funeral is set to get underway around 3:45 this afternoon. And all that taking place today. Funeral service for the 39th President of the United States, Jimmy Carter, who passed away at the age of 100. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. In other news, a Wayne County wrongful death suit has been settled in federal court. The county's insurance company agrees to pay the family $1 million. Madeline Smith called for an ambulance back on April 14th of 2021 and was assured an ambulance was on its way by county dispatchers, but an ambulance never came. Instead, firefighters arrived and told her the truth that an ambulance was not coming and directed Smith to take her husband to a nearby hospital. All this in a 57-page document filed in federal court. UMac Smith died at the age of 49 on April 19, 2021, after suffering a brain injury from lack of oxygen. 57-page amended complaint was filed in federal court. Once again, the wrongful death suit has been settled. The county's insurance company agrees to pay $1 million to the Smith family. Jesup City Commissioners met in a work session before their Tuesday meeting and discussed an improved radio communication system, as both the city of Jesup and the county of Wayne learned that their system failed during the recent hurricane. The city was presented with 4 options on Tuesday. The best option is option 4, which will cost the city of Jesup around $160,000, $130,000 for the tower and digital system, and about $30,000 additional dollars for the radio equipment. Those in attendance at the work session, the mayor and council members Tim Cockfield, Bill Harvey, and Pam Schuman, all agreed the new system is needed. The mayor and commissioners Harvey and Cockfield stated they believe the county should be picking up the tab for the system, with the county looking for the city to pay for a 5th tower and the city equipment. Issue was not voted on as it was simply a work session, but it will be on the city's next agenda in mid-January for a vote and most likely approval, as the city believes this is a vital equipment for the safety and well-being of its emergency personnel, as currently the communication system is outdated. Tim Cockfield says, quote, "The county is doing the city wrong, and I'll have to hold my nose when I vote, but I will vote to support it because it's for the safety of our officers," end quote. The mayor concurs, saying that it's something the city definitely needs. Mayor Ralph Hickox will join us Monday on the Butch and Bob Show to discuss the communication system. Also update us on the East Jesup Sewer Project, which is on Tuesday's agenda. City looking to send out bids in early February, as they believe they now have the funding for the project. They have $10.8 million available. Mayor says at one point it appeared the city would have to borrow $14 million to have the project completed, but now the city came up with a new plan with a new price. The new price about $10.8 million. Once again, the project will be put out for bids in early February. Once again, Mayor Ralph Hickox will join us Monday on the world famous Butch and Bob Show to discuss this and other topics with the city of Jesup. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes and news: the Wayne County Historical Society meets for the first time in the year 2025 tonight at Captain Joe's Seafood Restaurant. The meeting gets underway at 7 p.m. The Dutch Street meal precedes the meeting at 5:45 p.m. Tonight, the election of officers for the 2025 to 2027 membership years will be held. A discussion will also take place to develop a plan of work for these 2 years, as well as suggestions for programs or guest speakers for each month. Membership dues are payable at the meeting tonight: $20 for individual, $30 for a family. Once again, the Wayne County Historical Society's first meeting of the year 2025 tonight at 7 p.m. at Captain Joe's Seafood Restaurant. A community-wide blood drive taking place at Wayne Memorial Hospital on Tuesday, January 21st. The Blood Connection, a supplemental blood provider for Wayne Memorial Hospital, is holding a blood drive in the hospital parking lot on that date. Again, the time, once again, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. The date, Tuesday, January 21st. All donors receive a $40 gift card. The blood mobile will be located on the right side of the main parking lot near the cafeteria. To make an appointment to donate blood, log on to the bloodconnection.org website. Type in Jesup or sponsor code 7980. Appointments are encouraged, but walk-ins will be welcome. Once again, the date, Tuesday, January 21st from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And that's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, have a great day.